and shit.
Yeah, we were hanging out, having girls' night, you know how we do.
Sick.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll start the thing. I'll start the show. But the start is kind of unorthodox, Jack, but just go along with it, okay?
Okay.
I like to start with a fun picture.
Oh.
So it's usually a photo of a butt, and
But
it
now-
started out as a Disney character with a fat ass because we were watching a Disney movie, but now Martin just finds little pornographic little
Oh,
things to
yeah,
show.
Lost
yeah,
the thread.
Yeah.
Big titty minions now, right? So
And what
Yeah.
am I supposed to do with this? What-
Nothing.
it's not here. And then,
Nothing.
okay, here's the next picture. I found that this is a mannequin at the Edmonton
Oh,
Mall. Isn't that crazy? That's an insane mannequin.
It's
Yeah.
chilly, isn't it?
It's it's chilly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, oh, seriously, in Canada, it is cold.
It's crazy how this has nothing to do with the movie we watched.
Yeah,
But
It doesn't. No, I wouldn't say that. Actually, I
Yeah.
feel like it has more to do with the movie we watched than the minion with big fake tits.
yeah.
That-
Yeah, now what are you gonna do when we
Well,
watch Minions?
It's
Martin?
also crochet. Let's point out that it's crocheted. It's
Yeah.
it is
Pretty
great.
impressive. It's a really impressive work. Now that minion has lips. I don't remember them having lips.
Well, I
Yeah.
think it's supposed to be a certain type.
Yeah, slut.
yeah. Hoochie mama minion. Anyway,
all of Martin's insults are from the 1950s.
yeah,
Here's the thing about this though. Okay, so I'm all for like freeing nips is fine, whatever. But it is like catering to the people with really
pointy.
like prominent nips.
Yeah. Like there's
My community, in fact.
Yeah, it's also like, you know, the purpose of bras like is also for some support, you know? Some back support, right?
We want to free the nibs here, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if that's your nips.
Bad take from the only person on the podcast who wears the bra. But,
Sorry.
I
A very controversial take, but maybe not all nipples should be freed.
Not those nipples. You can't. They can't even be around balloons.
Yeah, they're gonna ruin the shirt.
I didn't even notice the shirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, then we start with a Taylor Swift video.
Okay.
Oh, so usually it's a song, but it's her. That's funny.
That's her at the U.S. Open. So I don't know who dressed him.
But clearly.
I'm just seeing green now.
Yeah, same.
What the fuck? Ah, damn it.
So, Graham, we're gonna need you to fix this part too, and
hang on. Okay, do you see this?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, here it is. Oh, look. They're at the U.S. Open.
Nice. Do you mind playing it one more time? I feel like
we can edit it also. Okay. Anyway, then she performed at the U.S. Open. It's my fault.
on the court.
Like singing.
Who's that?
That's her.
As a child?
Yeah, it's like a teenager. I don't know. Like it's yeah. I don't know. I had to find something.
That doesn't look like her.
It is her. You told me it's fine.
That is not Taylor Swift.
I see it. I do see it. This is before she added a bunch of like eyelash.
Yeah, Taylor Swift singing at the U.S. tennis.
Is it really?
Yeah, I can see it.
She's like 15 or something.
And she got the teeth. So like.
I want you to message movie chick 3994 and be like, this isn't the real Taylor.
Anyway, and here's a picture of me dressed like Travis Kelce was dressed. And,
Nailing the look. Who wore
here's a
it better?
picture of me playing tennis. So,
Is that when you like broke your ankle?
oh, well, that was a different time. But speaking of which, that's why I really related to this movie. Because the girl gets injured playing.
Yeah.
And I got injured playing also.
Yeah, it really was. It was triggering watching that scene.
Yeah, me.
That was the first and last time I agreed to play tennis with Martin.
Yeah,
Oh, you
Severe.
were there for this?
Yeah.
I felt my foot. I literally felt like.
Well, I felt really bad because I was like, walk it off, Martin.
Yeah,
like,
I
stop
was
fucking
like,
around. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna drop you back off at your house. And then he texted me later, like, I'm at urgent care. Like, I had to get X-rays.
I
It
thought
seems,
it was,
Martin, it seems really hard for you to limp. I'm not really sure how you even go about limping.
I mean, it's probably just more exaggerated. I
You're just like,
guess.
ah! It seems painful.
It just swelled up. Like it kind of hurt. It wasn't that big of a deal. But after I was home for like 2 hours, my foot was very swelled up, and everybody was like, "You have to go to the hospital." So then I went, and then they gave me. But I didn't break it. I sprained it. It was a very mild sprain. But anyway, I can still play again if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Didn't end my career, you know. I'm not.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
I was also like, I left to go play with Martin like on my lunch break. Like, and I was like, oh, I gotta go back to work. I can't deal with Martin's shenanigans.
You
Like,
didn't say. I didn't know
was
you
like,
were at work.
I was like, I'm not taking him to the doctor. I'll drop him off if it's real bad. One of his roommates can.
It's like if I OD'd on drugs at the type of person that drops me off in front of the hospital and drives away.
Absolutely, Martin. If you
Yeah,
OD on drugs, I'm dumping your ass in front of the hospital.
Especially on her lunch break, you know?
Yeah, on my lunch break.
I didn't know it was your lunch break. You know, it's an insane thing to do on your lunch break to show back
Not wrong.
all sweaty as shit and gross.
Well, I was working from home.
But still, if you have like a Zoom meeting, they're
Well, I
like,
didn't have meetings. That was
what
like
does
why
she do? What does she
agreed
do on her
to.
lunch break?
Well, how?
Sounds a lot like she has time to take you to the hospital.
How did you
Yeah,
think
yeah,
I
no,
was able to be there for an hour in the middle of the day?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know your work schedule. I could be there for an hour in the middle of the day.
Yeah, because you work an irregular schedule.
Fine, but anyway, as
Well,
Jack,
now you're famous, so you don't have to.
as Jack said, it sounds like you did have time. No, it sounds like you could have just logged in on your phone and
Yeah, at the hospital.
yeah. I'm sorry.
Only for them to tell you it's not broken. No,
It's
thank
sprained.
you, Omar.
It's
You can like a sprain isn't even like
well.
you don't do anything.
Yeah, but I had to wear the fucking boot. I had a boot I had to wear.
Yeah, well, back in like 10 years ago, they weren't giving people boots for sprains. So
they just shoot you.
Yeah,
they cut off.
They take you out bad.
Yeah, they old yeller you.
Yeah, which I don't get the point of that ending of Old Yeller, where it's like.
Well, we didn't watch.
Anyway, all right, fine. You're right. You're right.
We didn't watch that movie, but we did watch another movie.
It's this movie Challenger, and because of that, we couldn't get the guy who starred in it, but we got the guy who looks just like the guy who starred in it. So look how good that is. Look how good.
Doesn't the ears make a huge difference?
Yeah, it does actually. It does.
So I didn't see it, but Martin was like, "Oh, well, Jack Schwartz looks exactly like that guy," and I was like, "Oh, well, like sure, let's have Jack on, but like, does he really look like that guy?" And then I was like, there's so many guys. People are like, oh, Jack Schwartz looks like him. Like there are multiple
That's true.
celebrities.
Jack is
It's really a thing.
famous for that.
I will say though,
Yeah.
like I walk around and all the time people say I look like Mike Feist, or less Mike Feist and more like you look like the guy from Challengers, because people don't really know his name, I guess. But
That's true.
Yeah. I feel like this and West Side Story. Those were his first like films,
Big
I
fan.
think. Yeah. But he was on Broadway,
Yeah.
and he was nominated for a Tony for Dear Evan
Yeah.
Hansen.
Is
But-
theater
I just saw
cred.
the motorcycle movie Bikes. Is that what it's
Oh,
called?
bike enders, right? Yeah.
But
Bike riders.
Bike Riders.
I know what you're saying. I know
Yeah, he was in that.
Yeah,
He
I
was in
saw
that as
that. Yeah.
I know that's not what this podcast is, but
Other
It's
movies.
actually we're making the transition to a podcast about Mike Feist. So this is the backdoor pilot into that podcast.
That's yeah. We'll keep getting guys that look like him. So until
I
we
mean, there's a
actually,
lot. It feels like there's a lot.
until we actually get him, and then I'll be sort of starstruck. I wouldn't know what to say. I'm like, oh my goodness. But anyway, okay. Anyway,
Graham's gonna get jealous, dude.
yeah. This movie is about tennis. This movie is about two dudes fighting over one girl, two fuck boys wanting the same girl, and
I disagree.
yeah. And they are in a challenger together. They have to face off each other. One of them, Mike Faust. Do we know how to say his name?
Feist.
Is it Feist?
I think it's
Mhm.
Feist.
Okay, he's Feist.
Yeah.
He's the more successful one. Then you have the other guy who we could call Ross Benoit.
Did you think he looked like Ross?
I'm like, Jack looks like this guy. The closest guy is probably Ross Benoit. It's like,
I feel like you're disrespecting my doppelganger a little bit, because I feel like I look way more like Mike Feist than Ross.
Yeah.
It's like the other guy.
the closest guy I got was like, it's like Jack versus Ross in this movie. Oh, that's what I go for. But anyway, this may be a hot take, but I'm not too. I don't find Zendaya attractive. I'm not into her. I gotta.
This is an inflammatory.
I'm sorry.
Martin, he's gone off script.
Yeah, sorry guys. Not a fan. I don't know. I'm just saying. Good actress, but I just don't.
Well, I mean, I think this character is a bitch in this movie.
She's actually the villain, if you ask me. And
I would agree.
I would
I
agree.
know I say that about most women in any movie, but this
But actually, I really mean it this time.
this time, genuinely, I think she might be the problem.
Yeah, I think Tashi's the problem in
Yeah,
this
gosh.
film. I will say I didn't really like anyone, and that was the problem with this movie for me, is that I was like, okay, like, does anyone have a redeeming quality? Like, who am I supposed to root for? Because I was like, I don't feel sorry for this guy sleeping in his car. Like, he could just go do something else. Like, yeah, I don't
Sleeping in
know.
your car also a Ross Benoit thing. I don't think he has a car, but I was saying if he did. But anyway, but yeah. It's
Martin, what happened? I feel like you're just trashing Ross on this.
He's moving down here supposedly, so I'm getting ready to see him.
Is this gonna be like in like that first episode of the OC when the guy gets punched and he's like, "Welcome to the OC, bitch."
Yeah,
when you see Ross in Austin.
Welcome to Martin's Austin. Welcome.
You guys should start a podcast where you just talk about trains and count tiles.
Yeah. Yeah, or
You're like, listen, we may have talked in DC, but I'm kind of head bitch down here. So
I don't know you, Ross.
Ross is like trying to talk to you in line at like Kill Tony.
When I was there, people were definitely like, "You know Martin?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was, and Jack being on Kill Tony was actually just ironic that we were back to back. That was not planned. I had no idea that was gonna happen. So it was very ironic that he got on and it was before me. And they brought me to loud. It was like a big
Yeah, I know. Like I was in the back, and then you just walked up, and I was like, "Oh yeah, what's up?"
yeah, I was like shit.
Yeah, that was weird.
But yeah, I don't think. But I don't think they knew that because I had other friends come in and they did not get picked. So
Yep.
I don't think I have pool. I just think it worked out that way.
Do you ever tell them someone's your friend?
No.
Well, then of course.
No,
Well, then of
You would
course.
cause turmoil on the internet.
But no. When Jack and Matilda signed up, I was with them, so they saw.
Oh.
They knew that.
They're like, I'm gonna put them on the list.
Yeah.
We
It
saw
is
them
weird
with
because
old Marty.
I don't feel particularly like lucky. So getting pulled out of a hat with 300 people in it felt very unlikely.
Yeah.
So
Statistically,
I don't know. There might have been some foul play.
I don't know. I have no knowledge of any foul. I don't know how it works. But
They like put little stars by your names, friend of Martin.
well, I don't know. They didn't pull Sandy, and I did the same thing with Sandy, and she did not get pulled up that night. So
That's unfortunate because they would love her too. They would love her.
yeah, I know. And they like never have women on either, so they need
Yeah, well,
need more
there's
girls.
so many men in that
Yeah.
hat though, in the bucket.
Dude, Austin
many.
is like white guy comedian mecca.
I don't even care if any of people hear this. I'll say, like, in that room, I was surrounded with the worst comedians I've ever met on the planet. I mean, these people were fucking
I don't think anybody's surprised by you saying
No.
that.
It's
People are like, "How long
it's like
have you
a
been
really
doing
big
stand-up?"
shuffle.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
basically,
literally people are
yes.
like, "It's my first time," or
Yeah.
"I've done it twice," and I'm like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, it's like, yeah, but it's like the shuffle, except maybe worse. Maybe even worse. Yeah, like
the
if they were,
delusion.
yeah, if they were on the shuffle, they're not gonna make it to a minute. Like, you give them like up to 3 minutes. I think you can end their set early.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, cool. But yeah, that's Austin for that's
When's Ross moving?
what
When is Ross moving?
he's been talking about it for like over a year. So
Yeah.
I thought you meant like, he's like, it's actually happening. He's coming next week, and I'm
I
gonna
don't know.
show him around town.
I don't know when he's coming. He keeps talking about it. So, but Matt Brown literally just moved here like Monday. So
Yeah, I had heard he was
here.
going.
Law is here. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, some Baltimore people moved down here. So it's cool. So we're waiting for you guys to join us.
Well,
Down here.
keep waiting.
I was gonna say,
Like I said,
maybe if I was a single man, but convincing a woman to move there is really hard.
we need women. We need women.
Yeah, it's like, what if I made everything about my life worse?
Wow.
Although Austin itself is really cool.
It's
and I've
actually like
enjoyed
a
it.
cute city. Like it's
It's like super cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like, what if I
Wow. Probably be you get cheaper places to live. You'll save some money. Okay, I definitely could afford my 1 bedroom compared to.
But you're in South Austin?
Okay, there's nothing wrong with South Austin.
aren't you like constantly scared of your neighbors?
No, my neighbors are cool. You know what? You do you, I do me. I won't go into your business, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't live, yes, there are some parts of South might be a little rough, but where I live, it's pretty cool. No, nothing's ever happened, so, you know, what do you
He was
want?
mugged here, I guess. So.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
mugged in Adams, Morgan, so never mugged in Austin.
Not
Yeah.
yet. Until
And
Ross gets there.
Yeah.
statistically, there's more people with guns here. So,
Yeah.
so
Well, that should make you feel good.
yeah. Actually, I guess I could get one
Yeah,
myself.
are you gonna get a gun?
Yeah,
Just carry a
fuck
Glock.
Martin. Like, do not get a gun. I swear to fucking God. Like,
Gotta get a
because you're
hand.
probably, I can see you going just to like a fucking gun show and buying one. Do not get a gun.
Like a karate gun.
Actually, my old roommate had a gun. He had it. He told me where it was. He was like, "Here it is, just in case you need it."
Winston Hodges?
No, my roommate before that, like,
Oh, that
yeah,
guy.
that bald guy you met once. He had a gun in a shoebox, which is not a
Oh,
problem.
good. It's not even secure.
Yeah. Well, I needed it just in case somebody broke in, and I'm like,
Yeah, okay. Do you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna knock it out of your hands and they're gonna point it at you. That's what's gonna happen.
that's my only problem with getting a gun. Is when I got mugged, they got my wallet pretty easily. So I imagine they could take my gun also pretty easily. And then that's why I got to get two guns. Two guns. And then maybe keep
I
one
think
in
you
the.
should just. I think you should surgically implant a bunch of knives under your hands.
Oh, dude, like Wolverine.
Martin's scissor hands.
Like Wolverine, dude, is get it out. But yeah, I guess have a knife, a gun, you know, it's for protection. So anyway,
I'm just imagining you strapping a bayonet to the back of your head, using it as a horn.
I have no guns here. I have no guns in my house. So
I think like I can see Martin you get like texting like some of us and being like oopsie like right after you got a gun and we're like what the fuck.
never, I couldn't. I shot a gun before. It's no big deal.
Okay, well
Yeah. You shot a gun, right?
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
I've shot a gun.
Shot
I
a
still don't think you should own one. Because I've shot a gun, I don't think you should own one.
Anyway, fair. I don't want to. I'm actually kind of scared of guns, so
Yeah,
Good.
I'll
everyone
be
should
kind of
be.
yeah, I'd be kind of scared if I had a gun. But anyway, this movie has no guns in it.
I was expecting there to be one. Just
That's what that movie needed was guns.
yeah. I was
Yeah,
expecting domestic violence. I don't know.
nobody gets beat. These are good guys, okay? They're guys you want to hang out with.
Yeah, I was considering she's like fucking them both at various points. I was expecting there to be like some sort of fight.
No, they have like the ultimate like bro code relationship.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
much so that it's obviously clearly romantic.
Yeah, actually, yeah, they might be more into each other, I guess. But yeah, the end of the movie is basically bros before hoes.
Yeah, that's the whole sentiment.
That's really the end of it.
Like to me, that movie is definitely about a woman manipulating two guys who are clearly in love to like harness their like gusto for each other to like propel forward in a way that is manipulative, and I didn't appreciate. You know?
Yeah, and I thought she was a bitch, and I
Yeah.
hated it. Yeah, I thought that it was really fucked up from the start. I hated that Art ended up marrying her.
Oh yeah, that's right. The naked man.
And they had a kid. I was like, no.
So that he was the father of that kid. And I was not sure who the father was.
Yeah, no, it's their child.
Okay, cool.
But he looked exactly like me.
Yeah. I think.
How did you feel about the Rat Boy Summer articles featuring Mike Feist?
Yeah,
I mean,
good
it's
question.
like, so I've always been roped into what can only be considered like ugly hot.
Okay. What
And
the
like,
phrase?
so basically it's like, I don't even know. Like, I think people describe me as like a hot guy who's just ugly enough to be like personable. But that's not really how I'm treated. I feel like I'm treated like everybody's like, fuck that guy.
Like Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson's like a ugly hot guy.
Yeah, like me, I've been compared to Pete Davidson a lot too. I think that's just the tattoos and the stand up, probably. And I don't know. I think it's the ugly hot thing too. I think people are like, "Oh, you've got fucked up teeth. You remind me of this person." You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, I guess it's nice to be like the flavor of the week for a little bit was rat guy, and I didn't know I was a rat guy, but I guess
I was shocked that those were rat guys. I was like, what are you talking about?
I mean, a lot of rat guys were clearly just Jews. You know what I mean? Like,
well,
there was a lot of that.
I guess it makes sense now.
I'm just saying, like Adam Driver, like the amount of people who are like, "You look like Adam Driver." It's like, no, I don't. You're just anti-Semitic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, for sure. And I feel like I feel like Adam Driver kind of started that whole movement because people didn't know what to make of someone that looked like a regular person.
Right.
Like being a movie star, you know?
Yeah, that they have to give it some sort of like weird category.
Yeah, they have to be like, oh, he's hot because, or he's like XYZ because, or women are into this because women like rats, and like rats are like, yeah, and I'm just like, he just was a regular person that was like a good actor, and I guess maybe people weren't prepared for that. I don't know.
It's a lot.
I mean, there's female equivalents that don't get the same like categorical stuff, but like I feel like this about like Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, sure.
Where people are like, how did she do it? Because it's like I feel like she's like hideous when really she's just a normal looking woman. I mean, some people think she's gorgeous. I don't really. I've always been a little conflicted about how I feel about Drew Barrymore.
Yeah,
but
she's got huge tits. I'll say that about Drew.
This is Drew Barrymore on your podcast.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, she's got massive knockers. Yeah.
I'm a fan now.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like an example of someone who was not a child star, but like a Adam Driver equivalent person where they got their first break as like an adult. That's like a regular looking woman, and I can't.
Yeah, gross.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying Drew Barrymore got to where she was a little bit because of her child stardom.
Yeah, I mean, she was in tons of stuff as a kid, so like she had been in show business for a long time. Like she wasn't like fresh out of like acting school, like auditioning.
The Barrymore is like they're like famous acting family, like her father, her grandfather, her mother, they were all actors. So
I didn't know that.
She comes from a lineage. Anyway, here are some pictures of me with guns. Check this out. That badass, right? Look how badass that is, right?
Is that a real gun? No, that's a BB
Yeah.
gun, right?
Oh, that's a real gun, dude.
Is
It's
it?
an AK-47.
I had a friend, and I checked that shit out.
That's not a great place to stand during.
It's after. It's after. Look how that ass that is, right? Right, guys.
I just Googled ugliest female actors.
Wait, can I guess who came up?
Even actress.
Did the girl from Sex and the City come up?
Oh, it's Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah.
She's so
No.
I
No,
don't think she's that ugly either. I think people overblow that.
Oh, actually, she is. She's 15th on the list.
Who's number one?
That girl from The Friend in fucking The Princess Diaries.
Oh, she's not that bad either. The one with it. Also, like Jack said, this is Jewish people now. This is Jewish looking people.
I think she's Italian.
Well, not for ugliest, okay?
For but she's got like a nose thing. But I guess
who she is. Who are we talking about?
Heather Matarazzo.
I just I looked at the cast. I was like, it's her. It's got to be her.
That's an ugly name. Oh,
Here's the thing. She's not. Well, she's not. She's not ugly.
She looks Jewish, right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong about that?
I don't know if she looks Jewish to me as much as she looks. She does look like a rat.
I think it's the
I feel like I should say I'm Jewish so we can get a pass on.
I was getting ready to say I don't want to say anything, but she is not Jewish.
Okay, I thought it's the nose. I don't know. Actually, I'm anti-Semitic. I guess.
Yeah, I think you are, but I mean, her character in The Princess Diaries is like Lily Moskowitz, so they're casting her as like someone Jewish.
They thought the same thing. They're like, you look, you know. Okay, I have on when I googled it, I had Maggie Gyllenhaal as.
Oh, I fucking hate Maggie Gyllenhaal. I really do.
She's not ugly though, right?
Well,
I don't find her attractive, but I wouldn't describe her as ugly.
Okay, and Hilary Swank, really controversial, ugly.
Wait.
Oh, she's not on my list.
Oh, I just have the Google names. Hilary Swank, she hasn't really acted in a while. She was.
Oh yeah. She's pretty. No, but she's like, I feel like she's very pretty in some, like in $1 Million Baby, she was pretty.
She's like, oh well, okay. This one says Rosie O'Donnell. Okay.
Yeah, some of these are not good examples, I feel like. But I never thought Sarah Jessica Parker was that.
Yeah, me neither. I think that was.
I think she has sex appeal, though.
But I guess out of all the ladies in the crew, she might be the least hot. I don't know.
Well, she looks scary now. I mean,
yeah,
when I was a kid, I guess she was still fairly pretty. Now she looks fucking nuts.
You're like 7. You're like, man, I'd smash this 35-year-old.
Yeah, like I could get past the nose. You know what I mean? And then now she just looks like somebody chiseled her face or something.
She didn't age well. It's hard to age well sometimes,
She could have. We don't even know,
I don't think it's her nose. I think her face is just so narrow.
I think it's her face. She has skinny face.
Yeah, she's got skinny face.
But, I don't know. Yeah, it's out of all the girls on, like, Sex and City Gals, she might be third. I think, Samantha, Charlotte, Miranda.
Are we ranking the Sex and the City cast?
I'm just saying face, yeah.
Martin's like, yeah, I want to smash Samantha.
Samantha would, okay? Samantha.
Yeah, she would. Samantha would give you the ride of your life. Like,
I don't know if you watched the new show. It's not good. It's not good, but I keep watching it. I don't know. It's pretty terrible.
None of these women really are like I wouldn't go into the city for sex.
Well, I think they
I
all
wouldn't
these
go into the city for
all the women
Yeah.
they all the women live in the city, so technically you
They
have to
they
be
don't live in the city?
Yeah, I think they're already in the city.
You're like, I would not take the train from New Jersey to fuck one of these women.
Maybe Miranda, maybe because Miranda I feel like looks like a teacher I had once when I was a kid. So I'm like,
Oh wow.
looks.
Wow. You're like that like pixie haircut.
I don't know if it's the haircut. Which one of these women's? All right, now cut it. Now, all right. In order of breast size, Martin, go.
Breast size. I'm
Just make the most sexist podcast of all time.
okay.
Yeah, you have to be a guest on our podcast, you have to rank the Sex and the City characters in in descending order of the size of their tits. Go.
And if I did another ranking, I think I would say Blanche, Dorothy, Sophia, then Rose. That's my Golden Girls ranking. So
According to the size of their tits.
no, just who I'm
Who you
attracted.
like?
The
Yeah.
Golden Girls tits.
There's only one obvious choice for who
all
you're
their
attracted
tits are like to their knees by then, you know. You know, because they're old and they're older. But,
Right.
yeah.
Sure.
You know,
That's the
Sophia was actually younger than one of the women. Anyway, apparently,
Martin's just Googling age of the Golden Girls.
oh, well, no, I already knew that before I heard that. Actually, a lot of people don't know. Tony Hinchcliffe, big Golden Girls fan. He's
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a huge Golden Girls head. So
Love
I've
it.
probably seen I've seen a lot of the Golden Girls.
yeah, it's a fun
Yeah.
show. It was well now the new Sex and the City is basically just Golden Girls.
Yeah, eventually they're gonna hit a season where it's definitely just Golden Girls now.
Yeah, it's just Golden Girls and whatnot.
The
I
Mac is
hate
complete.
that. Why did they have to reboot it?
It's a really bad show, but it's so bad I just can't stop. I don't know.
I'm watching Sex and the City like for the first time right now.
I thought you watched it before. You said you watched it in like a college class.
Yeah, I watched like some episodes that we were assigned, but I
What
didn't like watch
class?
it. It was like a TV like and film class. It was like on
They're gonna say
the
like women's
Sex
studies.
and the impact on metropolitan cities.
it was like
Urban sex.
it was like a narrative class and the professor was like Sex in the City is the perfect TV show. He was like this young like professor. He was like I'm going to assign you some episodes to like watch of this cuz it's like the perfect TV show. We
Wait,
also
let's
watched
play a game. Let's play a game called Was He Gay, where I ask you if your professor was gay.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, he was really straight.
Wow.
Whoa.
And he also like he was like a lot of people had a crush on him and he like also assigned us to watch like whatever season of The Walking Dead that was out. So because he was like we should have like a show we all watch week to week, and he'd always be like, hey, I'm watching The Walking Dead at like this bar if anyone wants to come and like discuss after.
Out his
And I was always too scared to go.
Hey, where it was?
What bar?
Where it was the watch party.
I don't remember what bar it was, but it was just like
Wait, so it was at a bar. It wasn't like, hey, come to my apartment and let's watch the.
No, it was like at a bar and he
Why is
invited
there
the
a
whole
bar?
class.
There's a bar you can watch Walking Dead.
Yeah, you have to like ask the bartender, like, hey.
Yeah, it was like, hey, yeah, no, it was like, hey, they'll like play it, like, yeah.
Well,
Anyway,
I would also.
there are bars now that like play shit like that.
Sometimes if there's no sports on, yeah, they'll show whatever movie is on TNT at 10:30 p.m. on Saturday.
Well, I mean, if the show, like, usually stuff is on, like, Sunday night.
Yeah, if it's like a big show, sure.
If it's a big show, like, yeah.
I also would feel weird hanging out with my professor and go like, I'm good. So,
Yeah, well, I never went, so I'll never know if it was weird or not. But
You could have had sex in the city if you were smart about it.
You could have
yeah.
had sex outside the city in the suburbs.
No, I don't even remember like what bar it was, but anyway.
Well, anyway, this movie, the Ross Benoit guy is kind of responsible for Zendaya's injury in the movie because he pushes her too hard. He was like, go for it, and then she like destroys her knee, right?
She tore her ACL, but like I don't understand. Does that usually destroy someone's tennis career? Because in gymnastics,
I feel like it could.
Yeah, in gymnastics they usually like recover from that.
But I do think gymnastics is a little less like I think like the jumping back and forth like this in tennis.
Yeah.
Basil,
stop.
You are running a lot. Is she trying to get on the?
She's leaning her head on the computer in a way that's like making it. Don't no.
You see her head.
So she just got up, but she's like leaning back, wanting me to like pet her, but she's on the keyboard and like knocking it over. That's now she's yawning.
Now she's getting bored. Okay. But yeah, and basically, I guess just to summarize it a little bit. Zendaya, I keep calling her, what's her name? Tashi or something?
Yeah, that's her name. Tashi.
Yeah, and she meets these guys when they're young, and she begs Art, Mike Faust, and then, the other guy, oh, hey, there's Basil, hey, she wants to get in, hey, where, come on. And he, oh, yeah, hey.
No.
I don't think she's fake. How did Basil think of the movie?
She was like, why are the tennis balls not coming out of the TV?
Yeah, I'm sure she loves this movie. I'm sure she's like, well, what a great movie with all these tennis balls.
She was like, she was like, I want a tennis ball now.
Do you have
a dog loving tennis for the tennis balls is hilarious.
Yeah.
Do you not have any tennis balls?
I do, but I don't let her have them in the house because she'll like chew them up.
Oh. Yeah.
I ordered her like 12 tennis balls, so she's had fresh tennis balls lately. But like it's a dog park activity. Yeah.
Well, I had a small dog, so I could throw them in. I don't know where Finn hit those tennis balls. I still have not found where he put them. They're somewhere here.
He hit them?
I don't know where he put them somewhere. So
he's such a small dog.
Yeah, he can fit under the couch, so that's probably where
I'm sure all kinds of shit down there then.
Yeah, I have to call him and see what's up.
Yeah, you'll have to text him and ask him.
What you did. And he'll be like, don't worry about it. I'm like, God damn it, Finn.
He'll be like, who the fuck is this? I don't have this number saved. I have a new life and a new home.
Don't say, no, I told somebody this, and they said this sounded really sad. Sometimes on Instagram, I search Fit New Yorkie to see if his owner started an Instagram page.
Can you reach out and ask?
Yeah. I just, I just felt kind of weird. Oh, hey, Basil. So, anyway, I have a photo album of my old dog. It's cool.
That's so sad, Martin.
Okay, I just felt weird to ask. I don't know if that's
No,
Yeah.
I think it's fine. Like, just send a message and be like, hey, like, I just want to check in to see how Finn is doing. And also, if they've started an Instagram for him, I'd love to follow him on social media.
Well, apparently Finn, pretty popular name for a Yorkie. That's a very
Yeah.
great dog name. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Anyway, hey, shout out to Finn. When I know he's listening. He would have left this. He left tennis balls. But okay. Anyway, yeah. In the end, the other guy comes back and he faces his friend, who's like a professional now, but he's kind of, he's kind of not doing as well as he once did. He's almost, almost getting out the tennis game. And anyway, in the end, they have the greatest tennis match ever. It's like back and forth. So,
I feel like for the audience watching the game live, it was probably the most average tennis match ever.
Yeah.
With the context of the fucking pure sexual tension between them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, the stakes.
Yeah, they want to fuck bad.
I don't know if in the end it counts because he fell on the net. I don't know the rules with that, but I feel like that has to be a violation.
Martin's like, I'm no expert, but I think that's a violation. Hey.
Hey. Basil didn't like Basil.
Okay,
Basil,
stop.
she stood up to me. Yeah, I get it, Basil.
Stop.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Stop. Basil, stop. Go eat your dinner.
I love when people have control of their dogs,
Can you go get some water and eat dinner?
Is dinner out? Is your dinner out?
Dinner's out. Dinner's out.
Say you're gonna eat it? Wow. Geez,
she's not really a food girl. She's a skinny bitch.
Just like food. Wow. She's my type. She doesn't eat. Okay, nice.
Basil, go to your place.
And she bites you. Wow, dude. She sounds like
She didn't bite me. She boops me on the nose.
Oh, yeah, I thought she was biting you.
No, she
bite too, Martin.
Does bite though. I'm sure she does.
Also, Finn bit you, and you bled.
Only once. I had to get a battery away from him. Okay, I saved his life. Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. Well, how about this? This is what we like to do, Jack. We like to, because you're the guest, summarize this movie in 60 seconds, and I can give you a clock.
I summarize it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I can get you a clock. We can. Okay. I'll tell you where to go. 3, 2. Oh, shit. Okay.
Am I going? Okay. White guys doing basic white guy activities. Tennis and wanting to fuck your bro. And then all of a sudden they meet the first woman of color that I think they've ever seen. I'm pretty sure. And she's all like, "No, I would never get in between the two of you." And then she does only that for the next 20 years of their lives. None of them age at all. The timeline, super confusing. She sprains an ankle at one point. Feels like she didn't want it bad. You know what I mean? Because then the other white guy gets hurt too, the one who looks like me. And he's like playing through it. You know what I mean? And then one of them lives in his car. One of them has like a Cheerio deal. And then the one of them, and then they don't have sex. No one has sex, really. I feel like I left out huge parts.
Well, I think we got the gist of it. I think that's good.
What feels like should have been mentioned is that the soundtrack is the most manic nonsense.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
never heard.
very intense, very techno, just really fast paced. So
I mean, it's out of nowhere. Like if you and I were having this conversation right now in the middle of a like out of nowhere, it's louder than the fucking dial. Like every time the
Yeah.
starts playing, I'm like, what? Like what are they
It
saying?
makes you feel like you're gonna have a panic attack.
Yeah, and it's people have talked about how artistic that is, but I think that's like a pretentious way of saying it didn't fit. You know?
Yeah, when everyone's like, that was a really artistic choice.
Right.
It's like, yeah, that they made a choice that was bad for viewing pleasure, you know?
Very artistic.
Yeah.
yeah, wow.
Martin's just DMing dogs.
You hear that?
Is it?
Well, it's techno beats.
You just pulled up a random techno from 4
Wait,
years ago.
But I feel like they're playing like this type of music, and then they're like, "What do you want to do for dinner?" It's like, I don't know. I didn't really think of anything. How about a chicken piccata? And they, like this is playing the whole time, and it's like,
Get the chicken. Yeah. But guys, that's the movie, folks. That's Challenger.
I feel like if you haven't seen it and you're listening to this podcast, you pretty much got it all.
Yeah, right. They're gay, tennis, great movie for dogs,
Bad movie for people.
bad movie for people.
I will say I didn't like this movie.
I didn't either.
Actually, you know like how it ended? It kind of ended ambiguous. Like what happens? Like
Yeah, I thought it was a really artistic choice.
yeah, like we don't really know what happened. at the
Yeah,
end.
great. Don't tell me what happens. Don't give me resolution. And yeah.
Exactly. It was just kind of like, okay, I guess he played good again, and it was more cool.
Yeah.
A lot of sweat.
Anyway, hey guys, hey Jack, anything you want to plug? Anything you want to? Where can we find you?
Yeah, where can we find you?
We can find me on Instagram at Jack J Schwartz and on TikTok at Stand Up Chameleon
Ooh, dang.
and on YouTube as well. I'm pretty Googleable now, so you can just Google Jack.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
Hell
I
yeah.
used to be like fourth on the list. There was a cigar company, and now I'm more famous than that cigar guy.
Yes.
I did it, everybody.
You did it.
They should endorse you. You should smoke with the Jack Schwartz cigar.
Yeah, that'll fit my vibe. I guess it would in a way.
It's cool. Okay, well, Google everybody. Yeah.
Prom bros, if you're in love with your friend, just make a move this week. It's cool to be
Kiss your
gay now.
friend, bro.
Yeah,
kiss your friend, bro.
Dude, I heard Schwartz means black in German, so your name's your name's Jack Black.
Yeah, it's true.
So,
Yeah.
So, you're
Nice
so
to know.
many famous connections. You look like this guy. Your name's Jack Black.
The one we didn't talk about was there's the Matt Rife and Mike Feist are the two main ones, but there's also Andy Samberg, and people forget about the Andy Samberg of it all.
Because you
I
don't
think
have
Huh.
those people see him with shaggier hair. Like the young Andy Samberg.
I'm trying to do it. I was thinking about doing an Andy Samberg face, but I don't know how to do it.
Whoa, I see it now.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah,
I see it now.
Okay.
Wow.
Forehead.
Oh, dude, many faces, many names. Jack Schwartz, well, yeah. Anyway, good stuff, right?
Yeah. See you next time, Prom Bros.
Thanks, Jack.
Thanks, Jack.
All right.
Thank you. See ya.
Bye.
Peace.
Love